Okay, so we are doing these questions. First of all, we'll find v, the magnitude of u. First of all, we'll find v dot u. Then we'll find magnitude of v, u, v magnitude of u. Then the b part. So first of all, we will find u v dot u. The question number 1. We are doing question number 1. U is v is equal to 2I minus 4j plus under root 5k. V is equal to 2I minus 4j plus under root 5k, and vector u is equal to minus 2I plus 4j minus 5k. Minus 2I plus 4j minus root 5k. These are the two vectors. First of all, we'll find v dot u. First of all, we'll find v dot u. So v dot u, a part, v dot u will be equal to I component as multiplied with I component. 2I minus 2I will be equal to minus 4. I dot I will be equal to 1. Minus 4j plus 4j. It will become minus 16. It will become minus 16 plus under root 5 minus under root 5. It will become minus 5. The answer will become minus 25. The answer will become v dot u will be equal to I component as multiplied with the I component, j component as multiplied with the j component, k component will be multiplied with the k component. The answer will be equal to minus 25. This is v dot u. Now the second part, the magnitude of v, magnitude of u. The magnitude of v will be equal to last time, the last class, the last Monday I told you how to find the magnitude. We will take the square of the components and we will add them and take the square root. The 2 square will be 4 plus minus 4 square plus under root 5 square whole under root. Take the square of each component, add them and take the square root. The answer will become 4 plus 16, 20, 20 plus 5, root 25 is equal to 5. This is the answer of v magnitude. In the same way, we will find the magnitude of u. Magnitude of u will be equal to minus 2 square plus 4 square plus root minus root 5 square whole under root. It will become also 4 plus 16, 20, 20 plus 5 will be equal to 25, root 25. The answer is equal to 5. So the A part has been finished. the magnitude u dot v will be equal to minus 25. Magnitude of v will be equal to 5. Magnitude of u also equal to 5. Now the b part, the cosine of the angle between v and u. The cosine of the angle between v and u. Now we'll do the b part. And all students must remember, if you have any query, you must raise your hand. I will unmute you and I will ask. You may ask your query. I am not going to check after each and every minute the mobile. If you have any query, you must raise your hand. I will unmute you and I will ask. This is the way in the live class. After each and every minute, I am not going to check the mobile. I don't have so much time. Okay, now we will find the cosine of the angle between v and u. You find the cosine of the angle between v and u. So we will use the dot product, the first formula of the dot product. Now the b part. B part. V dot u is equal to the magnitude of v into the magnitude of u into cos of theta. We have found the magnitude of v dot u is equal to minus 25. Equal to the magnitude of v is 5. Magnitude of u is also 5 into cos of theta. So minus 25 is equal to 25 into cos of theta. Or cos of theta is equal to 25 will be go on the other side. Minus 25 will be divided by 25. So minus 25 upon 25. The answer is equal to minus 1. So cos of theta is equal to minus 1. The B part, find the cosine of the angle between V and U. So the cosine of the angle between V and U is minus 1. This is the B part. Cosine between the angle V and U will be equal to minus 1. And one more thing I want to tell you, if you have any query after the class, you must ask in the group. If you send your question, your query privately, I do not check the private messages on the WhatsApp. There are thousands, hundreds of messages every day. This is not possible for me to check each and every message. I do not check for weeks. For when I have some time, in leisure time, just like the previous days were I was free. So then I check. But groups I daily check 2 times or 3 times in a day. So you must send your query through the quiz, through the group, in the group. Don't expect I will check your messages in privately, your private messages. So must remember, if you have any query, you must ask in the group, or you may give me the call. If I attend the call, I will reply you. If you will not attend the call, I do not reply the missed calls. I do not reply the missed calls. I do not check the private messages. I just delete them because there are hundreds of messages daily. This is not possible for me, so I just delete them. In the same way, I do not reply the missed call. You give me the call if you want to ask anything. If I will attend, I will reply you. If I will not attend, give me another time. That time I may not be near the phone. Understood? And here in the class, you must ask in the class. If you have any query, you must raise your hand. I do not check the mobile during the class. So you must raise your hand. I will unmute you and you may ask anything. Okay, so B part I have done. The cosine of the angle between V and U. So we will use the formula V dot U is equal to the magnitude of V into magnitude of U into cos of theta. So V dot U we already found in the A part, that was minus 25. We have already found the magnitude of V, that is 5, magnitude of U, that is also 5, and into cos of theta. Now it will become minus 25 is equal to 25 cos theta. So to find cos theta, we will divide minus 25 by 25. The answer is minus 1. So in this way, we have done the B part. Now the C part. The scalar component of U in the direction of V. The scalar component of U in the direction of V. So you have understood how to find U dot V, how to find the magnitude of V, how to find the magnitude of U, how to find the cos of theta. Okay, the C part. The scalar component of U in the direction of V. It will how to find scalar. This is the C part. Of U in the direction of V. The scalar component of U in the direction of V will be equal to U dot V or V dot U. Anything, this is the same thing, U dot V or V dot U. Dot product, last time I also told you this is the, we can multiply U dot V or V dot U is the same thing. So the scalar component of U in the direction of V will be equal to V dot U upon V magnitude. In the same way, the scalar component of V in the direction of U, so we divide by U. So now we know V dot U we already found. This is minus 25. And the magnitude of V we also found 5. The answer is minus 5. So the scalar component of U in the direction of V. So we'll take the dot product divided by the magnitude of V. In the direction of V, so magnitude of V. In the direction of U, magnitude of U. So we'll divide by the magnitude, whose direction is to be found. So the answer is, in C part, the answer is minus 5. Now vector projection of U onto V. This is project, P-R-O-J, here V as a suffix, and here U. Project U and onto V. Projection of U onto V. This is called the vector projection of U onto V. This is the same thing, but this is the vector projection onto V. So we'll multiply it with the unit vector of V. Here the same thing, scalar component of U in the direction of V, this is the scalar component minus pi. If we multiply it with the unit vector of V, direction vector of V, this is multiplied with the direction of vector V, we will get the projection of U onto V. This is read as projection of U onto V. Projection of U onto V. So this is the scalar component U in the direction of V that is multiplied with the unit vector of V. This will be the vector component. This is the scalar component. Now it will become the vector component of the same thing. The vector projection of U onto V. How to write the vector projection of U onto V? Onto V, on the V. So this is the way how to find. Now we'll do the D part, the vector projection of U onto V. D part. Vector projection of U onto V. How to read? Vector projection of U onto V. Vector projection of U onto V. Projection U, proj U and V as a suffix. Vector V will be used as a suffix of proj. Proj means projection. This is the short form of projection. Vector projection of U onto V. So this will be the vector. How to find? V dot U or U dot V divided by V magnitude, as we have found. This is the scalar. This is the scalar. This is the scalar. Scalar divided by scalar will get the scalar. And now we will multiply by the unit vector V. This will be multiplied with the unit vector V. This will be multiplied with the unit vector V. So how to find the unit vector? U dot V dot U we already found, minus 25. Magnitude of V will be 5 into unit vector of V. How to find the unit vector of V? The magnitude into the vector V. This is the vector V. 2I minus 4j plus root 5k. Divided by the magnitude of the vector V. If any vector is divided by its magnitude, if any vector is divided by its magnitude, we will get the unit vector. We will get the unit vector. Last time I have told you how to find the unit vector. So this projection, this the scalar component is multiplied with the unit vector, we will get the projection of U onto V. So this is 5 into 5 will be 25. 25 is multiplied with divided to minus 25 is divided by 25. We will get 1. Minus 1. Minus 1 is multiplied with this one. Minus 1 is multiplied with this one. So it will become minus 25 upon 25 into 2i minus 4j plus root 5k. It will become minus 1. Minus 1 is multiplied with this one. It will become minus 2i plus 4j minus root 5k. This is the vector projection of u onto v. This is minus 2i plus 4j minus 5k. So this is the vector projection of u onto v. So how to find u dot v upon the square of the magnitude into the vector v. 5 into 5 will be 25. This will be the square of the magnitude of u, the magnitude of v into the vector v. So this is the way how to find the vector projector onto another vector. Vector projector of one vector onto another vector. And we'll write in this way. Vector projector of u onto v. So first we take the dot product. Then we find their magnitude of v and into the unit vector. That means the vector v upon the magnitude of v. So this is also the magnitude of v. This is also the magnitude of v. So that is also the square of the magnitude of v into the unit vector, into the vector. When you take the square of the magnitude, then here not the unit vector, only the vector. Because you take 5 over there, this is the vector, not the unit vector. Unit vector, when we divide by the magnitude, then it will become the unit vector. Otherwise, if we not divide by magnitude, it will become the vector itself. If 5 will taken over there, it will become the square of the magnitude, then there will be the vector itself, not the unit vector. So in this way, we will find the magnitude of the vector projection of u onto v. So these are the 4 parts A, B, C, D of each question. We done only question number 1, and there are up to 8 questions. There are 8 questions. In the same way, you have to find the 8 questions. Now the angle between vectors. Question number 9, find the angle between the vectors in exercise 9 to 12 to the nearest 100 of a radian. So we'll find the angle in radians, not in the degrees. So your calculator must be in radian mode. Your calculator must be in radian mode. So now we will do question number 9. Find the angle between the vectors in exercise 9 to 12. So we will do question number 9. U is equal to 2i minus j. u is equal to 2I minus j, v is equal to I plus 2j minus k. Find the angle between them. So we will find the angle u dot v will be equal to magnitude of u into magnitude of v into cos of theta. Don't put dot or cross etc. because dot and cross always be in between the vectors, not in between the scalars. Not in between the scalars. Yes. Yes, Ali
Uh,
Afzal.
Sir, question is 2I plus j.
J.
Question is u vector u is 2I plus j.
2I plus j. Okay, thank you. This is 2I plus j. Thank you. Now we will find u dot p is equal to magnitude of u into magnitude of v into cos of theta. So in this way, we will find cos of theta. So first of all, we find the magnitude of u. That will be equal to under root 2 square plus 1 square. It will become under root 5. Find the magnitude of v. Under root 1 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. It will become under root 6. It will become under root 6. Now we will find u dot v equal to, u dot v will be equal to 2I plus j dot. In between the two vectors must be cross or dot. Don't leave without any sign. In scalars, you have to leave without any sign. But in vectors, you must try dot or cross in between them. This is I plus 2j minus k equal to magnitude of u under root 5 into magnitude of v under root 6 into cos of theta. So we will take the dot product. I will multiply with I, j will multiply with j, k will multiply with k. 2 into 1 will be 2. 1 into 2 will be equal to 2. K, there is no k, 0k. When there is no k, it means 0k. 0 is multiplied with 1 will be 0. Equal to under root 30 into cos of 30, cos of theta. Under root 30 into cos of theta. It is 4. Divide by under root 30. So cos theta will become, this is 4, 2 plus 2, 4 upon under root 30. Find the answer. Cos of 4 upon cos theta will be equal to 4 divided by under root 30. The answer is 0.730. It will become 0.730296.7. So this is cos theta. So theta will become take the cos on the other side. So theta will become cos inverse 0.7302967. Find the answer in radian. Up to 100th means 3 decimal place. So find the cos inverse, because I don't have the calculator. And in my mobile, there is no cos inverse or sine inverse. Cos theta and sine theta are there, not inverses. Find yourself and tell me what is the answer in radian. I'm telling you in radian. This is given the question. The answer must be in radians. Yes. Yes, dear. What is the answer? What is the cos inverse of 0.7302967? Yes. Raise your hand and tell me the answer. Yes, Ali Afzal. Yes, Ali Afzal. Yes. Ali
0.75.
J
0.752.
0.752
752.
radian. Don't put the sign of degree or anything. It means radian. When we are talking about the angle and there is no sign, it means this is in radian. So this is the answer. 0.752 radian is the answer. In this way, we will find the angle between the two vectors. This is the angle between the two vectors u and v. Understood how to find the angle when the two vectors are given in IJK form? So dot product is also used to find the angle in between the two vectors. Now question number 13. Find the measure of the angle between the diagonals of the rectangle whose vertices are A, B, C, D. So you must write A, B, C, D in order. Find the measure of the angle between the diagonals of the rectangle. Between the diagonals of the rectangle. So first we'll find the diagonals in vector form. First we find the diagonals in vector form. Then we find the angles in between them. There are two diagonals in the rectangle. Question number 13. This is the rectangle. Start from here. A, B, C, D. Write in order. A, B, C, D or A, B, C, D in this way or A, B, C, D in this way. Or you may start from any place from here A, B, C, D, etc. There's no problem. Now put their values. vertices A 1, 0, B 0, 3, C